Okay, welcome to another episode of The Evolution of a Joke.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually kind of a continuation of the Trudeau joke.
Mm.
So it talks about a little bit about Albertan culture, some stereotypes, but kind of true. And
I didn't realize how heavy drinkers we are. You guys are drinking or no? You're not supporting the venue? Drink? Yeah. Yeah. All right. I didn't realize how heavy drinkers we are till someone invited me in Toronto for a drink, and then they actually meant like a singular, like one drink, and they were ready to go home. I was like, that is like in Alberta, you'd be like 4 drinks in, and someone would be like, I think I'm gonna start drinking tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like it starts at 5. It's like kindergarten out here. That's how it works. My brother, he's trying to cut back. He told me he's trying this thing called intermittent drinking. Yeah. Exactly. And I was like, what is that? He's like, it's where I do 16 on and then 8 off. I'm like, I was like, that's pretty good. Like days? He's like, no, hours. I'm like, that is called going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You are a circadian drinker. That does not count.
Going to sleep is...
All right, I'm trying some new jokes now.
usually at comedy shows, everyone's drinking.
Yeah,
exactly. Cheers, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to make jokes about like, oh yeah, we drink. But also, this is kind of based in reality. I think Alberta does drink a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's part of our culture.
It is.
It's like people drink here.
And hard drugs.
Yeah, exactly. But like binge drink, like big time alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my jokes, it's like it sparks off something happening real time. So me and Sterling were out in LA, and I remember usually we have some drinks. Like before a show, we'll have some drinks, and we bought a drink, and it was $20 American. And we're like, yeah, we're just gonna have one drink. And then we're laughing because I'm like, yeah, like in Alberta, you have 3-4 drinks.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird to realize the way you came up is not necessarily how a lot of other places are.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of other places, especially the States, they will have expensive drinks, and it's like an accessory, you know, like they have a drink in there, but it's
they
not
hold
like
it, they nurse it.
That's what exact. But like here, people just think how often people go to the bar and they go shots, and they go just shots.
Yeah.
Like they don't hold the drink for a second; they just drink it. And I had a previous one about my brother, about him being an alcoholic. Actually, you were at his wedding, or you skipped it?
I skipped it because there was an open bar. I couldn't be there.
I was supposed to do the speech for his wedding, and I remember I was gonna say something about him being an alcoholic, and I remember my mom was like, maybe like you shouldn't. She was like, there might be alcoholics in the audience, and I was like, there's definitely gonna be like. I was like, I know for a fact there's gonna be like. Yeah. That's why it's funny, and in all because I was gonna call him an alcoholic,
mm-hmm.
which he was,
mm-hmm.
very functional, but he was,
mm-hmm.
and he beat it, and that was the joke is how
mm-hmm.
he beat it. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where this joke came from, and then I mixed it into because he would always say he's gonna stop drinking. He's cutting back on drinking.
Last one. To me, like when you said that, that's just a sleeping.
Yes.
Hilarious, and also to me the 16 on, 16 off is very Alberta coded.
And then that's another thing too, right? It's like so. Well, I'll play another one after, but I play with those numbers too because. Like you just said, that's Alberta. There's a lot of shift work.
Yeah,
right.
So
like
Alberta.
People are always on shifts.
Yeah.
People will be like, "What's your shift?" I'm 10-4, whatever. I'm 10 on, 4 off. Right. Like
the idea is hilarious
exactly.
to me.
It's like exactly like I'm just doing a shift. Like I'm 16 on, 12 off.
Yeah.
And it's like oh days. Like people assume days.
Yeah.
Right. Like okay, that's nice. I think intermittent drinking is such a funny idea.
Mm-hmm.
To be like, because intermittent fasting. I don't know the principles of it, but.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's funny to use that for drinking.
Because you think it's for health reasons, and then you realize, like, no, this is definitely a joke about alcoholism, dog. Like, don't get it twisted. It's relatable, too. Like, I think, like, that joke in Alberta is going to hit every time. Like, it's hella relatable. Everyone in the audience is like, yeah, you caught me. Well, like, in a playful way.
So even at this venue, this is at a brewery. How do you say that word? So they're selling drinks. That's how they make a lot of their money. So they have a show, and then they sell a bunch of drinks. So... I've kind of tried to incorporate this joke to kind of promote people to buy drinks too.
Yeah.
Where it's like
yeah,
which is kind of evil. Yeah. But it's like you guys are drinking. Alberta, we're heavy drinkers. Exactly. Have another one. Tip your wait staff.
Was this in Alberta?
Oh yeah, this is here.
Hell yeah.
Sterling told me to say we're heavy drinkers here rather than we're alcoholics, because people will be like, I'm not an alcoholic.
I didn't realize how heavy drinkers we are too. Out there and then someone invited me out for a drink. And then they actually meant like a singular, like one drink. And I was like, man, where I'm from, you'd be like 4 drinks in, and someone will be like, I think I'm gonna start drinking tonight. You know what I'm saying? It starts at 5. It's like kindergarten out here. That's how it works. It's like a band countdown. We're like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how we drink.
When I say starts at 4, like or I forget what I say, and I'm sure you've experienced that, where people will be like, you'll have a couple of drinks with someone, and they'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna drink tonight.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. It's like, it's going to be a drinking night. Like, they decide, tonight I'm drinking. Yeah. And it's like, we've been drinking, you know? Like,
well, what were we doing before
exactly.
this?
What have we been doing, right? Maybe this is a universal thing, too. Like, maybe I'm just saying that, like, it's an Alberta thing. But, like, another thing I noticed when people plan their drinking nights, you know, they'll be like, oh, Friday, I'm getting drunk. I don't work the next day.
I feel like a lot of drinking nights are unplanned too. You know what I mean? And
so that's when it happens, right? That's when you're halfway through, And
then you make that choice 3, 4, 5 years in. Boss. Like, also, I think when you said like it's like kindergarten, it starts at 5.
Yeah.
At first I was like, I don't understand that. I get it now because it's like but it starts at 5 years old.
And maybe it's stupid.
But the band count one,
it's better.
Hilarious. The 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the music starts like
exactly.
Like to me, I got that immediately, and I was like, "Yo, what?"
There you go. You know what? Good thing I showed you this clip because I'll just do that from now on.
My brother actually, he's trying to cut back on his drinking. He told me he's starting this thing called intermittent drinking. And I was like, "Oh, what is that? Like intermittent fasting?" He's like, "Exactly. I do 16 on and then 8 off." I was like, "Oh, that's not bad. Like days?" He goes, "No, hours." I'm like, that is called going to sleep. That is." You are a circadian drinker. That is not what you said.
That's actually my favorite part of the joke. Is I like the idea. A circadian drinker is so funny to me.
You guys are drinking? Yeah, for sure. I was out there and then someone invited me out for a drink and then they actually meant like a singular, like one drink. Yeah, I know. And I'm like, where I'm from, like you'd be like 4 drinks in and someone will be like, I think I'm going to start drinking tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I'm going to, it starts at 5. It's like kindergarten. That's how it works out here. I'm not calling off work for one drink. I'll have one drink at work. You know what I'm saying? That's legal. I'm not a surgeon. I'm not.
I added that part because it was actually at Yuck Yucks, Edmonton, and we were having a drink with the club manager, and we're talking about that. And she's like, "Oh, I like that new joke," and then she laughed because she's like, "You're having a drink now, right? Like you're having one drink now." It was in between shows, and I'm like, "Exactly." I'm like, "I'm at work. I'm technically at work drinking." Like, and I laugh because comedy is actually one of the things where people do drink. They drink at work.
It's a form of payment for some of these.
That's what I'm saying. It's capital. Exactly. Stand up, but also in law firms, and I won't tell too much, but like
I know all about that.
That's what I mean. Is like in all the offices I've been at, people drink at work.
I'll never forget walking into a law firm, seeing this world, and seeing that there was like a tap, built into the kitchen for draft beer and shit. My mind was blown. I was like, huh?
Have you heard that thing like in politics? You vote for the person you want to have a beer with.
Yeah.
In law, it's like that a lot. The ability to just like sit down with somebody and have a drink and just casual and just be normal and chop it up.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's so huge. That's probably better for your career than like
staying late in the office, like isolated and not engaged. It's a big thing in Japan too. I know it's like built into the culture, and I think it's hilarious because they're like a really like
conservative
culture or whatever, but like it's a big thing for like they call them salarymen. After work, your boss like will force you and like your whole company firm whatever to go out to like a bar, an izakaya type thing, and drink, and not just like a couple beers, like get wasted,
like, kind of to see like what you're actually like. Is that why? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, literally sleeping in the street,
right?
Wasted, and then
sleeping in
the street, like straight up wasted, and then you go back to work wearing the same clothes that you wore that you came back yesterday, and then it's back to business. But now you know what I mean. Your boss kind of likes you more.
Yeah,
and that opens a lot of doors.
Exactly, and I'm not even saying it's good or bad. I'm just like it's an interesting thing. Mm-hmm. But I see the value in it too. It's another thing in law too, where they say is that the way you should kind of represent your clients is that you argue as passionately as you can, obviously, but at the end of the day, they're your clients. Like it's not your issue, and you should be able to go for a drink with the opposing counsel after. Like it's like you should be able to be like, yeah, we argued, we did the trial, but like I don't hate you. And
it's like wrestlers or like UFC fighters and stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
kind of exactly.
Like they're at each other's throats up until the fight. You know what I mean?
That's the job. Yeah,
it's the job, and they got to do it to sell tickets so people know that there's gonna be a good fight. They build the tension, but then after they're like, "Yo, I like this guy. He's a good father."
Right?
So you were just talking about his wife and kids.
Yeah, exactly. He called his kid a. It helps when I humanize when I say like, yeah, my brother, he's trying to cut back. I'm not making fun of him being like my brother's an alcoholic and he's homeless. Like I'm just like he's trying to cut back. You know, like maybe I should start saying that he's functional, right? Like he's trying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's an alcoholic. don't worry, he makes more money than you.
Exactly. Yeah, he's doing great.
Doing great.
Yeah.
Also, the surgeon joke is funny because, like, a symptom of alcoholism is that your hands shake when
Is
you're
it?
not drinking. Yeah. So you gotta drink to get like a steady hand back. I swear to God.
Wait. So technically, a surgeon who's alcoholic
Should
wouldn't
drink.
drink.
Yeah.
It's like
You'd want them to be
like,
drunk
You better,
during
yeah,
the
you better
surgery.
drink. And that's when I just said off the. I don't remember. So I'd never said that before.
Yeah. It's like a take that you just came up with.
And then I'm like, I don't know. People kind of laugh. I didn't put much thought into it. Now maybe I should go down that path a little bit, right? Like I'm not a whatever, and tag it.
And I think that's like the beauty of like being confident enough on stage to like have those kind of spontaneous moments, because like you might say something and you might like just accidentally strike gold. And it came to you in the moment from like the vibe of the crowd, whatever it is. You might just come up with something spontaneously that you couldn't on stage, or you couldn't have come up with just in a room writing jokes by yourself.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. A big part of being able to do that, for me at least, having good material, the better your other material gets, the more you're able to play on your new jokes.
Yes.
Because when your other jokes aren't great or you don't have confidence in them, you're kind of like on shaky ground, like all the time. Whereas if I know my next footing is good, like
you know you can land this plane.
Exactly.
Like even if it goes off course.
Mixed analogy. Yeah. Exactly. Even when I try new jokes, so what they say is do the sandwich method, where you do a joke that works or like a chunk that works, and then you try a new thing, and then you go back to something tried and true. In case that kind of is the same idea, where it's like, even if I lose you on this joke, and people are like, it's not going well, or you're stumbling or whatever, it's okay. You have the confidence to know like you can right the ship, you can right the plane after. But that's what you see here too, where this set I'm doing majority, I know the majority of the jokes I'm doing. So I still struggle, I still bomb, like I won't say a lot, but like I bomb because I try new stuff. I heard Louis C.K. talking about this. You can't write the whole joke because you don't know, I don't know all what's funny in it yet. I know what I think is funny, but I don't know what other people think is funny yet. I'm getting better at having a sense, but like I'm getting a lot better at sitting in. Like I would pull the parachute early when I used to start it, be like, this is not working, I'm done. But now I'm like, no, I'm gonna try all the jokes and thoughts I have about this, and lay them all out, and stumble and meander through it. And sometimes, like I have one joke now that I'm trying where the start and the end are really working and the middle's not, and I'm like, so now I know if I hadn't done the end part, I wouldn't know there was something there. So
you kind of just said that, but fam, like that's actually profound. I like I'm not gonna lie, that's actually profound. Like to be comfortable enough to sit in that uncomfortability, and then to hold space for something that is outside of yourself.
He's using therapy talk.
Yeah, hold space. Hold space. But I feel like you got to be confident enough to hold that space for something new outside of maybe what your sense of what could be funny, what couldn't be funny, to kind of like come in and provide the inspiration for like something, a new direction. Like you're never going to be able to do that if you can't, sit there. If you pull the parachute early, like you said, like you kind of have to sit there and be a little bit uncomfortable. And then you might surprise yourself, or something new might. Random kind of aside too, like I don't like the whole like inspiration, motivation, like mindset that people have, because like it's not true. That's not how people create. That's not how good things happen. Like you just have to try new things and keep doing it, and then you know what I mean. That's the process. Yeah. It's not like you just are sitting in your room by yourself one day and then inspiration strikes you. It's spontaneous moments like that, and you have to kind of just be humble enough to like understand, like, first, like, you don't know everything funny in the world. You know what I mean? Like there might be some things that are funny that you're not aware of yet, but if you just keep trying and seeing what sticks, that's when it'll come. And like that's not passive, it's an active thing. It is passive in the sense where like you kind of just have to sit there, but it's active in that you're trying and experimenting and seeing what sticks.
I don't know how unique this is. Well, I think it's unique, but what you just mentioned too is like you can't just do it in your room. Some other like art forms you can do, but this is one where you need the audience. It's weird where you need the audience in the trial period too. Musicians and stuff, like I'm sure they have people who listen to their stuff and give them feedback, but they don't just put it out to everyone first. they put out the final version. Whereas I'm going with the initial draft and being like, what do you think? To like to a room full of strangers.
It's the first time for everyone.
Yeah. And it's actually, I want to say two things. One, that's kind of stand-up in general. That's what I noticed from getting into it, is like most people in their adult life don't try anything they're not good at. Ever. Almost everything they do, what do? I play like rec leagues. I play soccer, whatever. It's like I've been doing that since I was 5. It's rare that someone tries something. Yeah, maybe they'll try a hobby, like they'll go do pottery or something. But it's like, how often does someone go try something where like you can absolutely embarrass yourself? It's most people's biggest fear is public speaking. Not only are you going to go public speak, you're going to go and potentially embarrass yourself and have people be like, you're embarrassed and it's awkward and people are like, you can get booed, like it's horrible stuff you think can happen. And then those things will happen, which is crazy too, where it's like not only can it happen, it's definitely going to happen at some point. It's going to hurt really, really bad. And then you go, oh, but that's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. It hurts a lot, but you're like, I survived.
Exactly. I like what you said too. You're getting feedback live. Like you feel like, okay, that didn't work, whatever. You're not, it's only a waste if you do nothing with that information. But if you are somebody who's committed to comedy and you know you're going to get up on that stage again, then you just take that experience and you use it to like polish and make what you're doing better. It's feedback. It's not just embarrassment for the sake of embarrassment. It's embarrassment for the sake of becoming great.
And also, you don't want it to happen, so you try really hard not to.
Exactly.
Right? So it's like, it's motivation. Like, you really, it's not enjoyable. I don't think anybody enjoys it. Maybe Norm Macdonald enjoyed it. A little bit.
He definitely enjoyed it.
A little bit. But one other thing you made me think of is, I've noticed too, some people, so at the start, let's say you're just searching for laughs. And then you can get pretty good. And you can get like some material that works, and you can get pretty, decent amount of confidence. And then some people I've noticed stay there, where they're like, I have some stuff that works. I have a comfort zone again, right? Like, because you have no comfort zone to start, and then you kind of build one, and they kind of stay in it. Like, I'm always very aware, and like, I'm not staying here. Like, whatever this level is, I'm gonna try. My next joke better be my best joke. Like, it has to be better.
I like that.
And to do that, you have to try other ones, and you have to try harder ones, and you're gonna bomb again. So it's weird where like you get to a level where you could just stay here and do good or really good or whatever you want to call it, but it's like, no, I want to be even better. So I gotta keep.
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that quote where it's like, if you're the smartest person in the room, change rooms.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like it's the same kind of mindset. Like, okay, like you never want to just like stay in that space where like you have this wheelhouse, you have these jokes and they're funny, because that's limiting. Like, you're limiting yourself from maybe telling your best joke because you're telling the jokes that are funny and get you a certain. It's like the idea that comfortability is dangerous. It leads to stagnation.
Yep, exactly. What I think I do more recently too is, and I think I talked about this last time, is like, I'll do a bit different pauses just to play with a few different things. And I think I do that here, where I was like, let me try different pauses tonight.
I didn't realize how heavy drinkers we are too until I was out there. And then someone invited me out for a drink, and then they actually meant like a singular, like one, like a drink. And I was like, yeah, where I'm from, you'd be like 4 drinks in, and someone would be like, I think I'm going to start drinking tonight. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to... It starts at 5. It's like kindergarten out here. I'm not calling off work for 1 drink. I can have 1 drink at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can... My brother, he's trying to cut back on his drinking. He told me he's starting this thing called intermittent drinking, he said. Yeah. I was like, what is that? Like intermittent fasting? He's like, exactly the same. I do 12 on and 12 off. But I was like, no, that's pretty good. 12 days off. He's like, no, hours. I'm like, that's just going to sleep. You are a circadian drinker. That doesn't count.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. How many drinks a week do you have? Let's do polls every time. Yeah. That's fun. Yeah.
Engagement.
Yeah, exactly. They have to watch till the end.
Exactly.
Thank you for watching. Until the next episode. Let's cheers again. That was good.